So a few things. First, oh my god, I leaned against that. Oh yikes. So a couple things. First, yes, my hair is wet. I just got out of the shower. I did not feel like styling it, which is probably not a great idea since I want to look presentable, but we're gonna stick with it. Second, this ring light is so bright. Forgot how bright ring lights are. Third, you know those TikToks or that TikTok that's like, hey, that's, I was thinking of an intro to this and all I could think of was, hey. So, hi everyone. If you're new here, hello. My name is Taylor. I've not uploaded in probably 2 years, but here I am. And if you're not new, hi, welcome back. I haven't uploaded in 2 years and I'm so sorry. Today I'm going to do an updated everyday makeup tutorial with a twist. The twist is literally I'm just gonna be doing a little bit of eyeshadow. Crazy. Because my everyday does not include eyeshadow. But I thought I would get spicy with some things today. So give a little sizzle, you know? So we're gonna be doing that. Look, my hair is pink. Isn't that crazy? I did the thing, you know, the money pieces. I was gonna bleach it and I was gonna bleach it and it didn't work because I have black box dye in my hair, which obviously that's not gonna work, but I wanted to do it anyway and it didn't work. And so I was like, you know what, let's just dye it pink. So that's what I did. That's why my hair is pink. But yeah, let's just hop right into the everyday makeup routine. If you see me looking over here, it's literally because my mirror's right here. Oh, this has been crooked the whole time. Big yikes. Anyways, if you see me looking over here, it's because my mirror's over here. I'm gonna be, you know, working over here. I'm probably gonna switch the angles so I won't be looking over here the whole time. I can be looking at you. But yeah, let's get started. Dang flabbit. Forgot to wet my beauty blenders.
Dang flabbit. Dang flabbit. Dang da da dang 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 flabbit.
I'm back with some damp BBs. So first is primer. I'm gonna be using the Tatcha the Silk Canvas, you know, the real expensive stuff. Also, don't mind my nails, they look real ratchet right now. I'm going to get my nails done tomorrow. Anyway, so this is primer. Just dig some out of the pot with my finger, dot it around my face. That was not enough for my cheek. Am I even supposed to be using it like this much, this way? Like, I'm never too sure. I mean, it has worked for me, so I kind of just go along with it. Yeah. That Selena Gomez song stuck in my head that it's like something 14 carats. 14 carats. I don't know what it's called, but it's stuck in my head. So that's good. Oh, I also have some chapstick on. I also put on some chapstick. I usually put on some chapstick before I do my makeup because my lips get really chapped after I brush my teeth for whatever reason. So I put on Palmer's Cocoa Butter one. So I highly recommend it. It's so good and like it's the best chapstick I've ever used in my whole entire life. Deadass. So go check that out if you haven't, you know? Go check it out. No sponsorship, no promo. Well, I'm promoting them, but this isn't an ad. Just go buy it. So next is foundation. We're gonna go into foundation. I'm using the Makeup Revolution Concealer Define Full Coverage Foundation. This is the mattifying one in shade F2. And I love this foundation. I've been using it forever. I love the little wand that comes with it. A lot of people probably are like, that's so unsanitary, and you know what? You're probably right, but it works for me. It's like the best foundation that's worked for me, so I'm gonna continue using it. Down the neck. Do you ever hate blending down your neck? Like, do you ever find it an inconvenience to blend down your neck? Because I do. I'm like annoyed about it. Like, people go all the way down here. I'm like, sis, what if you're wearing like a turtleneck? It's gonna get all on your turtleneck. Like, there's just no point, you know? I don't know. Let's.
I have a boogie.
You ever get those, like, you're like tapping your nose and then like all of a sudden you have a boogie? Yeah, that's annoying. Just gonna speed through this part. You don't need to watch me put on my foundation. This pimple in the corner of my mouth is driving me nuts. It won't cover up. I almost dropped my beauty blender there. Okay. Okie dokie. So we're done with that. We're gonna go into concealer, and I use the Sharp. I use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I think I used this in the last everyday makeup tutorial I had on here. I've been using this ever since. It's my holy grail. I don't think I own another concealer because I love this so much. But yeah, I'm gonna put it under my eyes, a little bit on my forehead and my chin. I'm gonna give you a little chefy tip about how I do my concealer. It brightens up my eyes more than the way people normally do their concealer. I found that this works great for me, and I saw someone else on TikTok show this off too, and I was like, sis knows what he's doing. So yeah, let's do it. And first I will do my forehead and my chin, because whenever I do under my eyes I tend to set it right away. So do my forehead and my chin first, and then we will move on. So just little bit. Take the same beauty blender that we used our foundation. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing is taking my concealer, putting it in the inner part of my eye, and then the outer part of my eye all the way up here. What it does is it lifts your eye more than when you do the triangle. It kind of droops your eye a little bit, so your eye looks a little bit higher whenever you do it this way. So I'll be doing that, blending it out, and immediately setting it with some Coty Airspun powder and a damp beauty blender. You see how that just lifts the eye up versus, you know, it drooping down? Set it and forget it. Why did a whole bunch of concealer just spit out at me? That's kind of rude. Okay, so my under eyes are set, so now I'm just going to set the rest of my face with the Coty Airspun and the Stamp Beauty Blender, and then we will move on to contour. I find that using a damp beauty blender to put my powder on my face kind of just made everything melt into the skin, like the powder melt into the skin, and it doesn't just like sit on top and look cakey. This is one of my favorite techniques that I've learned throughout my years of doing makeup. Okay, my Christmas tree is bumping into my butt. So next is contour, which I will be using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This is my favorite contour palette ever. yeah, that's really all I can say about it. It's my favorite ever. I use the shade Sombre. It's this shade right here. I will go in with a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Tap into that there. Tap off the excess and go into the cheekbones. It's okay, just choked on some powder. It's alright, it's alright. I remember when you're contouring, you want to put it right where your cheekbone is. So I can feel mine right here. So you put that there and then you blend up to create a shadow. So I have some updates ever since I filmed my last everyday makeup tutorial, routine, whatever. It's been 2 years, so a lot has happened. First of all, I dropped out of college. And then I went back. So I dropped out for a year. I decided music industry was not my passion anymore. I was not listening to music anymore or enjoying it because I was dealing with it all day long when I was in the music industry program, and it made me so upset. Like, I was so upset that I just hated it, and it felt like my life was crumbling, honestly. Like, I was so confused on what else I would do with my life, and yeah, so I dropped out for a year. Within that year, I got a job at a warehouse, and 2 months into me working into the warehouse, I hurt my back and I had a serious back injury, and so I was out for months upon months upon months. I was out from like February to October. I did physical therapy 4 days a week for 2.5 hours each day, and it didn't improve my back at all. My back is still severely messed up and hurting me till this day, which sucks. But I decided to go back to school because I found out what I want to do, which is finance. Yay, math. No one's gonna agree with me about that. But I found out that finance really is a true passion of mine. I loved doing financial calculations when I was in math class and calc class and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Taking some prereqs out of community college right now to transfer into a finance program. And yeah, pretty excited, pretty exciting. Proud of myself for going back to school. I didn't think I ever would, but here we are. And this past semester I got a 4.0, which was pretty freaking awesome. So yeah, next I'm gonna go into the shade Subconscious. Sorry, it's like off in the back, which is the darkest shade in the palette, and the only reason I'm using it is I use the tiny spit, tap off the excess, put it right in the hollow of the cheekbone, and then blend it. It just kind of gives a little bit more depth to my contour. Right, and if my hair could stop getting away, that'd be great. I need to sneeze. But that's me. Right into the hollows of my cheeks. Gives it a little bit more depth, and yeah, so that's good with that. We are done with contour. Next, moving on to blush, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution blush in the shade, I couldn't tell you the shade. Why doesn't it say the shade? Anyways, this shade right here. I'm going to be taking a fluffier flat brush to put it on. I got this from Shein. Don't come at me for using them. Anyways, I'm going to be putting it right here, right above my contour. I used to put it right here, and then I found out that if you do, like, putting it here just lifts my face up a lot more than if I put it on the apples of my cheeks. So I just put the tiniest bit right above my contour and blend it out. I just found it makes my makeup look a lot better than when I put it on the apples of my cheeks. Like, my face in the middle is just very highlighted, whereas like everything over here is just very lively. It's bringing my face to life. I will also take some blush and put it on my nose. If you don't do that, you're under a rock. I love doing that. It seems like a bit much, but it is a bit much. It's a bit much. I need to dial that down. There we go. Alrighty, so that is the face portion of my everyday makeup routine. I'm going to go grab everything I need for my brows and my eyes, and then I will be right back. Alright, we back. I'm gonna take the foundation off my lips because this is getting really crusty and dusty up in here. Now it's time for brows. So I'm just brushing my brows up. Ooh, these need to be plucked. Yikes, I just brushed my eyes. I didn't brush my eyes up. I brushed my eyebrows up with the Lash Brow Wand from e.l.f. And I will be back because I am going to go tweeze my eyebrows. Yeah, so I plucked my eyebrows a little bit. You can tell that this eyebrow is a lot different than this eyebrow, but it's okay because when we do our eyebrows, they're gonna look the same. So I'm taking a e.l.f. small angled brush and the NYX Tame and Frame Brow Pomade in the shade Black, and I'm going to do my brows. I love using brow pomade better than like pencils or anything because I just feel like you can get that really like dark brow, but not like fake. It does look fake. What am I trying to say? It just looks filled in more than if I use a pencil. I also think just because I kind of have thick-ish eyebrow hairs, so it just makes it look better. What I also do is I take my makeup remover and I kind of like squeeze my brush together like that because then it gets a sharper line. And it kind of loosens up the pomade to make it easier to use. So I'm gonna do my brows off camera because that's not fun, or I'll speed through it. We'll see. But I'll be right back. I hate when one brow comes out better than the other. Like, does that, I'm guessing it happens to so many of you. Like, it's so annoying. I was about to curse, but I held back. It's so annoying. Like, I'm just trying to get them even, and they just won't. I know they're supposed to be sisters, not twins, but like, I want them to be twins.
Is that too much to ask? I just don't think so.
Alright, so we're back. I did my brows. I'm going to cut them with some concealer. I literally just cut out my brows and I kind of messed it up. Like, the tail on this one's a lot longer than this one, so I gotta go back in and do it again. Okay, so brows are done, and now I'm just gonna take my NYX tinted brow mascara. The label is butchered, but in the shade Black, and just comb through my eyebrow hairs. Okay, we're done. Another life update. I moved out of my house and I'm now living on my own. Well, I'm living with my partner right now. I made it seem like she was just a roommate. No, I'm living with my partner. I moved out to live with my partner. The amount of times I've just said live with my partner is astronomical and not okay. But yeah, so I'm living on my own now, which has been different to adjust to. Like, it's definitely not college, like moving out into college, but it's definitely different. And I like it. It's awesome. You get the freedom, independence, and yeah, I've been loving it. I'm proud of myself for moving out of my house and being able to afford things on my own. And, you know, it sucks having to afford things on your own, but, you know, that's what makes you grow as a person, and I've really enjoyed the experience so far. But yeah, so that's another big life update from me. Okay, we've now moved into the eyeshadow portion of today's video. I said I was going to do something a little bit natural, but now I don't know. So today I'm going to be using the Hip Dot Creator Series palette, the Face by Kareem palette. This is what it looks like. This is the inside. You get a nice big mirror in there, but that's the inside of the palette. I love it. Like, there's so many fun shades in here. But it's also something you can use for a natural makeup look, which we're gonna be doing today. Yeah, like this looks like a goldish, but it's kind of like green. Like, that's cool, you know? Yeah. All right, so all the makeup brushes I'm gonna be using are from Shein. They have no numbers on them or anything like that. So I just want to let you know, I know using Shein isn't the best thing in the whole entire world, but like, I'm gonna be real with you, sis. Their makeup brushes, I got like a pack of like 13 makeup brushes for like $4. Like, that's insane, you know? That's crazy. All right, so I'm gonna take the shade Send Nudes on a fluffier brush, and I'm gonna be packing that, not packing it, but blending it into my crease. Forgot. Eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. Can't believe I almost forgot that. I don't like using concealer. I used to use concealer, but I hate using concealer now. I found that it just makes everything crease because my eyelids are so oily, where this like just mattifies my eyelids, makes like I don't have to put anything down, you know. After this, like, I don't have to set it or anything like that. It just makes everything matte and stay throughout the whole entire day. Like, it's like glue. It's insane. All right, so back to where we were. Shade Send Nudes, putting it in the crease. It's going back and forth with some windshield wiper movements. This is coming off very different on my eye than it is in the palette. Like, I don't know if you can see that. It looks kind of orangey, whereas it looks more of a nude, literally, because it's called Send Nudes. I don't understand people who do one eye at a time. Like, I just can't. Like, it worries me that, like, if I use this brush for something else, like, if I go back to blend this in, it's just gonna get a darker color on it. And then, like, it's gonna mess up the other eye then, you know what I mean? So I'm just using windshield wiper movements and some small circles to blend this in. Blending it up to about my eyebrow. Alrighty, so that's for that. I'm then gonna go into the shade EE. I don't know what that means, but we're just gonna go along with it. A smaller brush here, dip into that shade. I'm gonna take this tinier brush so I can just focus on the corners of my eyes. I'm gonna dip into this shade called Astoria. Right, there we go. I love this palette. Like, I don't think there's any fallout underneath my eyes, which is absolutely insane. So we're actually gonna take that same shade Astoria on the small brush again, and we're gonna go underneath the eye. But I'm gonna take that brush we used for Send Nudes and blend this out a little bit. I'm not putting any more product on the brush.
I can make the ugliest faces when I'm doing eyeshadow, oh my gosh.
All right, and so that is the base part of the look. I'm then going to probably, I don't really like that. we're gonna go into a different palette. All right, so I'm going to go into ColourPop's Bare Necessities palette. And for the shimmer shade on my eye, I'm going to be using Idle Hour, which is this one in the corner right here. I'm just gonna use my finger and I'm going to rub it on my lid. I'm going to put it on my lid, pack it on my lid, I guess I shall say. I got this palette from my girlfriend's sister for Christmas, which I've only met a couple times, and it was so cute. Like, I opened it, I was like, oh my god, I love this, and she was like, I know you wear more warmer colors, and I was like, that is so sweet that she noticed that, and I like have barely met her. Like, I think that's adorable. I'm just gonna take the brush I used EE on, and then the smaller brush, and blend this a little bit. I love that palette. It's the first ColourPop palette I've ever tried or owned, which I don't know why I've never tried them before. Like, what the heck? But I love it. It is so pretty. Like, look at that. Look at that. Gorgeous. I just wish there was a mirror in it. Like, that'd be amazing. But I love this palette. It's like a holy grail palette, you know? So now I'm gonna go off camera real quick, put on some eyeliner, and then I will be back. You see what just happened? I was trying to keep clean fallout from under my eyes from that gold shade. And I got black all underneath my eye. Amazing. Okay, now we're back and everything's cleaned up and the liner's on. I used the e.l.f. liquid liner in the shade Jet Black. And now we're gonna move on to lashes. Yay! Today I'm gonna be using lashes in the style Teddy. I believe they are Kiss lashes. Using these, I'm gonna if I can talk, I'm gonna go put on some liner. I just put on liner. I'm going to go put on some mascara and pop these lashes on, and then I will be back. Okay, so I'm finally back from putting on my lashes and mascara. I used the Wet n Wild Mega Volume Mascara to blend my top lashes in with my fake lashes. And then for the bottom, I used L'Oreal's Telescopic Mascara, which is the best mascara on the market. This Wet n Wild one really doesn't do anything for your lashes. I just use it to blend. I'm gonna go grab a lippy and then I will come back to put it on to finish off this everyday makeup routine look. So I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution lipstick in the shade Adore. It's the first time I've used it.
Gorgeous.
I don't have lip liner, so we're just going to be winging it here. Alright, so I put on the lipstick, and this is my everyday makeup routine with a little bit of spice. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial today. Please comment down below on things you would like to see in the future. I really want to start making YouTube videos again. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for clicking. Thank you for watching. And I will see you when I see ya. All right, bye.